நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. Now, let us have a look at the promotional video of TNtalk. Knowledge is powerful, but only when it is shared and applied. TNtalk is a platform where we unveil insights from the brightest minds and fuel inspiration to turn ideas into action. We bring in fresh perspectives, real-world expertise, and powerful stories that drive change. Compassion is the ability to empathize with others, offering kindness, understanding, and support. It fosters deep connections, promotes healing, and encourages selflessness. Compassion reduces suffering, strengthens communities, and brings inner peace. It is a powerful force that transforms both the giver and the receiver, creating a more caring and just world. Today, we are delighted to welcome a phenomenal speaker, Mr. Sesha Sai, a leader of profound wisdom who will emphasize why compassion is the foundation of a nation's true growth. Welcome, sir. His words will highlight the importance of compassion that will inspire, enlighten, and transform us. Now, may I call upon Ms. Neena Gayatri to introduce our wonderful speaker to the audience.
Thank you, Raina. Good morning, everybody. An innovative entrepreneur, an educator known for pioneering the bubble-top canned water in Chennai back in 1994, and later partnering with Coca-Cola to establish Asia's largest mineral water factory under the Kinley brand in 2003. His entrepreneurial spirit was further recognized in 2009 when he was named India's top Nokia distributor. Passionate about education, he served as a professor at the Sesha Sai Institute of Higher Learning, where he specialized in marketing and rural entrepreneurship. He also founded Farm Guru, an initiative dedicated to teaching children about agriculture, reflecting his commitment to nurturing future generations. A dedicated Rotarian, he has been honored as the best Rotarian twice and currently serves as secretary of the Rotary Club of Madras. His diplomatic endeavors include being appointed as the Honorary Consul General of the Republic of Seychelles and serving a second term as the Secretary General for the Consular Corps Diplomatic Association. Recognized for his outstanding leadership, he has also served as the District Rotaract Committee Chairman for Rotary District 3232, which spans 22 districts across 11 countries. As a TEDx speaker, he has delivered over 750 lectures at various diplomatic forums, business platforms, and educational institutions across 4 countries, inspiring many with his insights and experiences. A warm welcome to the recipient of the Governor's Medal for the Best Diplomatic Service, a gentleman with a gift of the gab, Mr. Sesha Sai. The stage is yours, sir. Thank you.
I see a lot of children here, right? Okay, you're all from various schools. Do you know how they greet in Japan? Anybody can say that? Can you show the gesture? If Japan, everybody greet panvanga. Can somebody stand up and show? Come on, you're doing it right. Stand up. You, sir. Come here, come here.
Can you stand there with the head mic? Because then
Right. Okay. Come here, come here. Come up, come up. Give him a good round of applause, all of you. Though he's got a longer nose, today is a Chapamukku Japanese, right? So we both are Japanese and we bow to each other. Amazing. Give him a good round of applause again. So, they say Konnichiwa. How many of you know that? Right, amazing, right? And how many of you watched a Kung Fu Panda movie? Right? Do you know how they greet in China? Anybody knows? Right? You're doing it right. Come, 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 come. Okay, I'll show it from here. They actually hit their fist with their hand, right? And when I say Salam Alaikum, what do you say? Alaikum Salam. Like a lot of prayers in India end with Shanti, Shanti, Shanti thrice. Though they say Konnichiwa, the easiest form of greeting is Moshi, Moshi. Can we all bend down and say Moshi, Moshi, please? I humble request to slowly, reduce the lights. Thank you, sir. That's better. Okay? Can we all bend down and say Moshi, Moshi? Amazing. So I went to the Google Akka, left to po, right to po, she keeps saying. I called her and asked her, what is Moshi, Moshi? She said, Shanti, Shanti. You can go, sir, unless you want to be here and talk. Thank you. You can hear me? Right, right. Okay. All of you can hear me now? Right. Thank you for dimming the lights. Okay. So Moshi Moshi is what? Shanti Shanti, which means peace and peace, right? This means myself and the photographer might have a physical fight, but mentally we're great friends. So don't have a fight. Have peace, right? And when I say Salam Alaikum, it actually means have peace with God. And all of you will reciprocate by saying Wa Alaikum Salam, which also means you too have peace with God. In India, how do we greet? Vanakkam is Tamil Nadu, right? Namaste. Namaste is a noun. The verb form of Namaste is a beautiful dance composition. Can we all fold our hands? close our eyes, bend down a little and say, Namaskara. Once more. That's how they say in the north. In the south they say, Namaskaram, right? So thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am, Kamakshi ma'am. No, all our gods, the goddesses, right? And thank you, Neena madam, for giving me this opportunity. Can we all say a good namaskaram to the amazing librarian here? Siripukke siripu solli kudukra madam inga. Madam, namaskaram to you. And in Tamil Nadu, how do they greet? Right. Namaskaram has an amazing meaning. The meaning is, I see divinity in you and I bow to the divinity in front of me. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா உங்களுள் கடவுள் இருக்கிறார், அந்த கடவுளை பார்த்து நான் வணங்குகிறேன். இன்னைக்கு இந்த கடவுளை நான் ரெண்டு பேரும் பார்க்கிறேன். So let's all say a huge namaskaram with a louder voice. I like that. I like that. தமிழ்நாட்டில் எப்படி greet பண்ணுவோம்? வணக்கம்ல இக்கு இருக்கா? இருக்குல்ல? ஆனா சவுண்ட் அக்கு மாதிரி வருமா? அக்குன்றது ஆயுத இது தானே. எத்தனை புள்ளி இருக்கு? காட்டுங்க. ஃபோட்டோகிராஃபர் ஃபோட்டோ எடுங்க ப்ளீஸ். எத்தனை புள்ளிங்க? கீழே ரெண்டு, மேலே? In my opinion, it means the two eyes of mine is looking at the divine eye of yours and I'm bowing to the divinity. தமிழில் சொல்லணும்னா என்னுடைய ரெண்டு கண்கள் உங்களில் இருக்கும் நெற்றிக்கண்ணான கடவுளை பார்த்து நான் வணங்குகிறேன். ஸோ வணக்கம் டு ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ. இங்கே nobody sees them, no? நீங்களாம் எழுந்து நில்லுங்க சார். வாங்க நீங்கள் சார். Nobody sees them, but without them, this program won't be good, right? So can we all say vanakkam to them? Vanakkam ayya. Nandri. And the photographer is never in the photograph. And the rendu ponnunga anga front la ukandrukanga. Avanga bayangaramaana friends nu nenikiren. Kadayadha? Come here, both of you, the first two of them. Come. Kannadi potirukiyama, vama. Come here. Come, both of you. You both are great friends, no? Come here. Right? So, today I'm going to talk to you about how our country is an amazing country. All of you agree we are from India? Yes. Aren't you proud that you are from India? Yes. And I'm going to add a reason for why you are more proud. Come here, where are the two girls? Come up. After a long time you meet your mother, what is the first thing you do? Come on, hug each other. What's your name, ma'am? Mahalakshmi ma'am and? Monisha madam and Mahalakshmi madam are great friends. Do you all agree? How many of you know? None of you know that they're great friends? Raise your hands if you know them. Avanga great friends and therinjavangala kai thookunga. Right? Only one or so. Come here. Are you into your friends? Great friends, right? So after a long time, what do you do when you see a mother? Hug. So they're going to hug each other right in front of us. Are you okay with that? Okay, va? Come here, Mahalakshmi ma'am. And Monisha, அங்கே நில்லுங்க, அங்கே பின்னாடி நில்லுங்க. நீங்கள் ஓடி வந்து கட்டிப்பிடிக்கணும். ஓகேவா? ஏற்கனவே கட்டிப்பிடிச்சிருப்பாங்க ஸ்கூலில் இல்லையா? So today, when Dhoni hits a six, second time when he hits a six is in slow motion, right? So they're going to come running in slow motion and hug each other. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? So can we do a countdown? 5. Come on, go running and slow motion and hug her. Come on, give a good hug. Amazing. I don't think you saw, but I was able to see the other girl, Monica. She completely closed her eyes. There's a lady by name Helen Keller. How many of you know? She's blind, she's deaf, she's dumb, but she can write. She wrote something very profound. She said the most beautiful things in the world are not seen by mere eyes, but felt from உண்மையான அன்பு வந்து கண்ணால பார்க்கறதில்ல மனசால நேசிக்கிறது, they said, right? That's why when they hug each other, what happens to their eyes? They close their eyes, right? All of you agree? When you pray, what happens to your eyes? Close your eyes. That's why they're amazing friends. Give them a good round of applause for their friendship, for the joy and happiness forever, man. Thank you. God bless you. Which school are you from? Awesome. All the students from the same school? Raise your hands if you're from the same school. Lovely. So, the more important is your teachers are here. So, give them a good vanakkam once. Thank you. Right. 1947, what happened to our country? That's the good part, right? The sad part is our country was split into two, India and Pakistan still has a beautiful river. The river is called Indus River, right? Indus River is so fertile because it comes from Himalayas. It pulls out a lot of minerals, and in the delta area, it's so amazingly fertile that in the east of Pakistan, we had a lot of wheat, கோதுமை இருந்தது. In the south of Punjab in Pakistan, we had a lot of rice. They stopped coming to India because we were fighting with Pakistan. And Jawaharlal Nehru removed his topi and said, scratching his head, why? We did not have enough food. We went to Russia and said, Russia, please give me some wheat. We were begging. We went to China and said, China, enakku konjam arsi kudunga. We don't have enough rice. Lal Bahadur Shastri in 1968 said, Daiv say the Monday ana saapadaadinga namkitta saapadu illa, he said. And one doomsayer from UK came and said, every Indian is going to die. Like how? Sheep is going to the slaughterhouse. Kasapu kadaikku pora aadu madri over Indian saga poranga sonnanga. That's when a genius came. He is a great agriculture scientist and his name is M.S. Swaminathan. He is the father of what? Green Revolution. So in the year 1991, namakku thevayana saapadu we got in that year. 2023, two countries were fighting. One is Russia, the other one is Ukraine. If that gentleman likes burger, probably the wheat came from Ukraine. If that lady likes pizza, probably the wheat came from Ukraine because Ukraine is the world wheat base in the... Not even one motor came from there. Completely stopped. Right? The rich countries had money, they started buying from other countries, but poor countries like Bangladesh and Sri Lanka were suffering. Do you know which country went and helped them? Which country? India. My dear, during COVID time, lot of my grandfather's friends, they passed away. The only way we could have saved them is by giving them vaccination. It took about 1 year for us to find the vaccination. The Americans found the vaccine. The Indians found the vaccine. The Chinese vaccine never worked. The Americans said, you want my vaccine, please pay me $7. Please pay me $14. But one country gave us all free vaccine and also to our neighbors, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Seychelles. Do you know which country? India. Which country? India. Aren't you proud that you are from that country? Yes. Put your hands up, all of you, and say, I am an Indian. I can't hear you. I am an Indian. I am proud to be an Indian. I am very proud to be an Indian. So that is the country. That's the compassion we have. We always help friends, right? All you children, put your hands like this. And say, strong. Once more. Take your finger like this and say, think. Put your thumbs up and say, positive. I just showed him this way. And he says, love, right? So a lot of things in our country we kind of learn without somebody teaching us, right? Right? Can you stand up, sir? You in the center. Yeah, stand up. Yeah? Both of you. Did you have breakfast in the morning? Ni Thambi? Yes. I asked them a question, did you have breakfast? They said yes. Nowhere in the world this means yes. Only in our country this means yes. You go to an American, give him a pizza, what is this? So, which means we have gestures for so many things. Sit down, sir. Right? So, Onnavita Sittappa is a relation. A lot of people talk about it, right? Nobody has that kind of a definition because our country is 12,000 years old as per the scripts. It might be even 30,000, 40,000 years old. We do not know. Right? Such is the culture we have. We have a culture which is completely imbibed with compassion. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about it now. Right? So what is this? Right? And the ponnu irukala in the corner la irukka endrima. I don't know if I can hear your name. Let's say, what's your name? Kirtika. Kirtika, she was doing her second standard. Enna padichittu irundanga? Second standard. Padikumbodhu that Papa was looking at a butterfly coming out of what? Butterfly எதிலிருந்து வெளில வரும்? Caterpillar இருந்து butterfly வந்துருமா? எந்த ஸ்கூல்மா படிக்கிற நீ? அதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ் இருக்கு. It's called the pupa. Whoever said that, give her a good round of applause. So in the papa and the pupa were பார்த்துனே இருந்தா. And she thought the butterfly was suffering. She opened a geometry box, took the sharpener, removed the screw, took the blade and slightly cut the pupa, this papa. The butterfly fell down and died, pa. The next day she saw another butterfly coming out of the pupa. This time she said she will not touch it. And like Kamakshi madam, the same color of dress the butterfly was wearing and went off to the farm. After that, that girl realized one thing. The more pain you have, the more you become. Sit down, man. That's exactly what our country has gone through. And because of that, we became more compassionate. When the British came, the only country in the whole world who took a decision to have non-violence is which country? That's exactly we should continue to follow, because that's where we are strong in. We are good at friendships. We are good at being kind. About 10 years ago or now, even now, if I ask children, whom do you want to become? They will say Mahatma Gandhi or Abdul Kalam or Mother Teresa. But you go to America, they'll say, I want to become like a Trump. So that transition is happening. Please don't let it allow to happen to our country. Right? So first one. Second one. So this is innovation. Right? Thambi, neenga endringa? Neenga da. Stand up. What's your name, sir? Ranjit. Right? Avaru vande is the most intelligent boy in your school. Correct? Illaya? Sirikadappa thambi. Ipdi vechikalama. He was the most intelligent boy in his previous birth. Okay? And any problem, he has a solution. But he has one problem in his previous birth. Innada kulikirudhu problem. Why? Because his mother used to carry 4 pots of water. One for cleaning the house, one for cooking, one for his dirty clothes, and 4th is for him to bath. Right? And did not, ivaru nalleno. Ammakku trouble kudukudadru or nallenathila sir kulikave matar. He had a neighbor. Our per Ravi nu vechikume. Inda Ravi sir illa. Inno Ravi. And the Ravi sir அவருக்கு ஒரே ஒரு ஹாபி இருந்தது. என்னடா ஹாபினா, he'll take a cycle tire, he'll take a small stick and he'll do tiki. That this gentleman saw, and he had one of the most amazing ideas, which is a frugal innovation. He took a car tire, he put a tube inside, filled with water, closed it and started rolling water instead of carrying water. That's a beautiful innovation, right? And such kind of an innovation என்ன மாதிரி வழுக்கு மண்டைக்கு வராது. உங்கள மாதிரி youngsters இல்ல, உங்களுக்கு தான் வரும். நீங்கலாம் எந்த ஸ்கூல்ல படிக்கிறீங்க? How blessed are you? Inga teachers la irukangala, angala paarenga evlo sirichite irukanga. Aren't you blessed? Yes, you need to use that innovation and make sure our country grows to the top level. Will you do that? We should take it to the next level. Will you do that? And for that, the innovation doesn't have to be big scientific things. It has to be frugal innovations, like as simple as rolling a cycle tire. Today in Rajasthan, because the E found that rolling part is easier than carrying, the Syntex company has given to every village a big drum which can carry 50 liters of water, and today you will not find any Rajasthani woman or anybody carrying water in their head. And that's because of youngsters like you who brought in that innovation. Right? Thank you, sir. So we need that. I was just talking to Neena madam about, I'm a farmer. என் பேர் சாய். ஒரு பக்கம் சாயறதுனால சாய் கிடையாது. எங்கள் அம்மா கிட்ட போய் கேட்டேன், ஏம்மா என் பேர் சாயினா நீ ஃப்யூச்சரில் விவசாயி ஆகிடுவேடா, அதனால உன் பேர் சாயின்னு சொன்னாங்க. So I had this concept of bringing school children to my farm, and I was very, very thrilled about the first idea which I got. The reason why I got that idea is because I went to a particular school called Shankara School in Tiruvamur, and I bragged about saying that I'm a great farmer. One child stood up and said, take me to your farm. And I gave them the paddy. Nella kaila kuduthen. Idhil arsi enga irukku keta. That is when I got the idea that these urban children do not know anything about farming. Neither did I. I did not know anything about farming at that point of a time. So I took this idea and went to M.S. Swaminathan, who is the father of Green Revolution, and I told him, sir, I'm going to do this in my farm. He shakingly stood up and hugged me and said, this is exactly what I want to do all my life. And he called his friend and said, give him a curriculum. And the first school was Vidyodaya school from Trinagar, and 180 children came, and when I gave this curriculum to the children, they all slept nicely under the tree. I was completely shattered. என்னடா இது ஒரு பெரிய கான்செப்ட் சொல்றேன், இந்த பசங்கலாம் தூங்கிட்டாங்களே அப்படின்ட்டாங்க. So the next day, I did not know what to do. I went again to M.S. Swaminathan. No, this is the curriculum. You have to be strict about it. The children should understand food security. Children should understand a lot of things. Warehousing and all. About 3 months gone. Then one day, one of the schools in the city, they said, we want to do a project to the village. I said, okay, you are 50 children and we can bring a corporation school children and combine together and do a project in my farm. I said, you need to sponsor their food. They did not find any corporation school children, so they said, you find for us. The only reason why I choose a panchayat school is because I don't have to pay for the bus. So as the Children came to my farm, the same gyan, whatever M.S. Swaminathan gave, I gave it to the children. It did not work. But afternoon, something magical happened. All these children from the village, they are already farmers' children. The way they explained to the urban children, the way how you have to transplant, why you should sow seeds, why should there be a gap, why we should remove the weeds. It was a beautiful song and beautiful rhyme with all these children. And I saw that the bonding was so beautiful, like those two people who were hugging. As the bus passed by the school, they stopped the bus, took them inside, and they showed the classrooms with a lot of dignity and pride, because they were teachers on that day. The next day, I went to the same headmaster, called the students, took them to my farm, sat with them, and I learned from them. It is not the M.S. Swaminathan's big theory which worked. It is the small children of 7th standard, 8th standard, from a panchayat school, that innovation worked. Why I am saying this? Every one of you, you have an ability to think, and your innovation is what is required for this country. You combine that with compassion, the thinking will be better. Do you agree? Do you agree? So, come on. Right? தம்பி உங்கள் வீட்டில் 2-wheeler இருக்கா? Do you have a 2-wheeler? அதில் பிரேக் இருக்கா? எதுக்கு பிரேக் இருக்கு? நிறுத்துறது தானே. இவனுக்கு வேற மைக்கை வேற கொடுத்து இது கூட தெரியல இவனுக்குன்றியா? No. But I am saying that gentleman wants to go 250 kilometers in the same car or a motorcycle. Without a brake, அவரால் போக முடியுமா? Like that, in our life, the brakes are our teachers. They keep on putting brakes. Have you done your homework? Have you done your composition? Have you prepared for your test? Have you taken bath? Why? Because tomorrow when you grow up, for you to have confidence today they're putting brakes, right? Shouldn't we respect them? So stand up, all of you, all the children, turn towards your teachers and give them a good round of applause, please. Louder applause! And say, thank you, teachers! Once more. Why? Sit down, sir. Sit down, ma'am. Why I'm saying this is because you need that compassion with teachers. The kind of efforts they're putting, they're getting into a lot of difficulties because the children seem to know all the information these days. Right? So it is your duty to bring betterment for you and the country. You need to have a mentor. And today your mentor is your teacher. Mata, Pita. You don't have any? Do you have a choice to change any of this? You go to school, other than respecting the teachers, is to understand how to respect the teachers and how to respect the society. Apart from that, you have one more point. You know what? The choice you have is your friend. Next time when somebody says, Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam, you say, Nanban add pannikinga. Right? Add a friend to it. Right? You have your friend next to you, to give him a good hug or her a good hug. Come on, give her a good hug. I like that. That's lovely. Thank you. So that's very important. So we're talking about what? Come on, put your hands up. When do you go to a doctor? So, anybody wants to become a doctor here? Come here, ma'am. That's the girl. Last. Come. You're the one who raised your hand first. Come running. When do you go to a doctor? When you're sick. This lady is becoming a doctor, and she went to all children and elders and said, hey, children, eat a lot of katrika, vendaka, murunka. You don't have to come to me. Look at the positive side of it. Right? Come here. Come to the red area. Right? What's your name, ma'am?
Chitra Singh.
Chitra, right? So, Chitra doctor said, hey, children, eat a lot of brinjal, eat a lot of lady's finger, eat a lot of drumsticks. You don't have to come to me. Right? So, normally when do you go to a doctor? When you're sick. But she positively said, please eat all this and eat healthy. You don't have to come to me. Now, she's a learned doctor, and for all that vegetables or rice or wheat, whom do we need? Yaar veno? Farmer. Imagine a partnership between her and the farmer. That'd be amazing, right? That's exactly what our country needs. And to understand farmers, we need to understand empathy and compassion. So give this amazing doctor a great round of applause, Chitra. God bless you. Take care. Right? So, in my opinion, the best food in the whole world is given by your grandmother. ஒத்துக்கிறீங்களா? பாட்டி அம்மா சாப்பாடு தான் பெஸ்ட்னு சொல்றவங்கலாம் கை தூக்குங்க. Whole school. Why? She's a great chef in ITC Grand Chola? No, because she gives us a lot of love and affection. Right? So, I'm a farmer, and the first thing which the whole country or the whole world taught me is that when you're growing food, 30% of the food is being wasted. Either in the warehousing or anywhere in the world. Right? So, your job is to understand that we should not waste food. Right? So, can we all make a promise? I have a farmer by name Annadurai Tata. Annadurai Tata is 94 years old. The money for the food is yours, but the hard work is that Annadurai Tata. Do we have the right to waste his hard work? So, can we all make a promise today that we will not waste his hard work? Can we all put our hands like this and say, My Lord, my Lord, thank you so much for the food you're giving me. Annadurai Tata, I know you're working very hard. From today, I promise I will not waste food. From today, I promise I will not waste food. Moshi, Moshi. Okay, can we sing a song for this Annadurai Tata? This all I learned from that village. Okay, we'll sing in Tamil or English? Tamil, okay? So, I will say, Kalakappovadu yaru. All of you say, Annadurai Tata. Soru poduvadu yaru? With a dance you should do, Annadurai Tata. Okay? Vaitya nirapodhu yaru? Towards the end, put your hands up and say, Annadurai Tatavukku Jai, 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 Jai. Can we do that? Okay, ready? Kalakappovadu yaru? Soru poduvadu yaru? Vaitya nirapodhu yaru? Annadurai Tatavukku Jai, Jai, Jai. Once more, Annadurai Tatavukku. Last time, Annadurai Tatavukku. I like that, I like that. Come on, give him a good round of applause. See, this compassion and love is very important. You know, the other day, I was going to my farm in Red Hills, and it's above Red Hills, okay? So, suddenly, I did not know, something went wrong with my car, and it did not go further. So, I stopped down, and there was a bus stand, and one bus said Red Hills. I jumped into the bus. So, when I jumped into the bus, conductor சொல்றாரு பின்னாடி திட்டுறாரு ஏன் அறிவில்லை உனக்கு 100 ரூபாய் கொடுக்குற காலையில சில்லறை எடுத்துட்டு வர வேணாம். Then in the front I got in and I opened my purse. I had 500 rupees. அவ்வளவுதான் என்ன சாகடிக்க போறாரு அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு ஐயா மன்னிச்சுக்குங்க ஐயா என்கிட்ட 500 ரூபாய் தான் இருக்கு. I do not know what to do. இறக்கினா இறங்கிடுறேன் அப்படின்னா. He gave the ticket and went off. Right after Red Hills came, he came, gave the change and took my 500 rupees. The only difference between the other person and me was I was humble and I begged him, please change your actions. I see the youngsters are becoming a lot of pride, and if you change your actions, your growth is going to be better, and our country will grow even more faster. As a diplomat, I know that today, our country is slowly getting into the edge. We are the 5th fastest or the 4th fastest growing country in the world, or the fastest growing country, and we have 5th largest economy in the world, right? And you people should protect that compassion which we already have from our yesteryears. Okay? So before, I think my time is up, ma'am. So I'm going to end with a story. Okay? Since I'm a diplomat, I represent a country called Republic of Seychelles. My appointment is by the Prime Minister of India and President of Republic of Seychelles. All that was not important for me. For me, the important thing is to be with Mother Nature and to be with young children like you. God has given me both the blessings and I'm extremely happy. I want you to follow your passion. There's something called Ikigai. Please read that book. It is about following your passion in life, and that's very important in your life. It is not about earning money. If you follow your passion, money will come automatically. Right? So I'm going to end with this amazing story, which is written by a person who had gone through this situation. His name is Charles Plum. The plum cake, no, same spelling. Ask Google Akka, she'll tell you. Right? Charles Plum is one of the greatest war heroes in the whole world. And he had a very amazing talent. He could shoot the opponent flights in an accurate way. So Vietnam and America were fighting, and Charles Plum was called to shoot all the aircrafts of Vietnam. 72 aircrafts in 2 days he shot. When he was trying to hit the 73rd one, a missile from down came and hit his right wing, and the flight is going to crash. He knew it was going to get crashed. He pulled out a bag, put it on his shoulder, and jumped off the airplane and landed safely. What was inside the bag? Right? He has killed 72 of the other people, right? So the Vietnamese put him in jail. It took about 5 years for diplomats like me and UN to kind of release him, since he was only a prisoner of war and not a murderer. So after 5 years, he was brought out. The biggest aeroplane in America, the Air Force aeroplane, was sent for one single man. As he got down, on the right, he saw 50,000 people. On the left, he saw 50,000 people, all of them shouting, "Charles Plum, you're the greatest war hero in the whole world." He suddenly started getting ego. But as he saw so many people, he started getting ego. He started getting timur, they say in Tamil. At home, he threw his plate and said, "What kind of a breakfast are you giving me? I am the greatest war hero in the whole world." One day, he was sitting in a coffee shop. A gentleman by name Peter looked at him and said, "Hey, aren't you Charles Plum?" Yeah, I am the famous Charles Plum. A photo in newspaper, no. You must have seen my interview on the television. No. How do you know me, man? Every time you fly, I put a bag inside your aeroplane. And in the bag, I make sure I put a parachute. And I make sure it works once, twice, and thrice. I do all the checks. That Peter is me. All that ego come down. And he's written a book. Today it's available on Amazon called "Who Folded My Parachute?" And all of you will have an ayah in your school who comes and cleans all your bathrooms. And if she doesn't come, you cannot go to the school. Like that, we have a photographer who is never in the photograph. அவங்க ரெண்டு பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க, அன்றைக்கி வந்து போகணுமே, நம்ம லைப்ரரிக்கு போகணுமில்ல, நம்ம ஃபோட்டோ பார்த்தியான்னு 10 வருஷம் கழிச்சு பார்க்கும்போது, do we remember the photographer? Like that, somewhere deep inside a village, a farmer is giving you breakfast, lunch and dinner. We should say thanks to him, right? So all of you put your hands up and say, "Thank you, farmers." And thank you, India. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity, and these lovely ladies here. Thank you, ma'am. Namaskaram and Moshi to you.
Thank you, sir, for the interactive session. Now, it is time for the question answer session. Children, if you have any question for a wonderful speaker, please raise your hand and the mic will be given to you.
Come on, any question?
Children, you have a big opportunity. Please ask the right questions.
No, any question. It doesn't have to be right.
Okay. Any question?
Yes, there. It can be even Tamil.
Sir, what should be the main thing to make the economy of our country to be the first? I don't want our economy to stay at the fifth. I want it to become first. What are the main steps we should take for it?
Okay. Do you know what organic farming is?
We are using organic matters for fertilizers and using animals like that.
Okay. Now, let me tell you, the world knew about organic farming only through India. Now, one of the probably big countries which kind of practiced organic farming before 1947. Because we had a lot of population, we completely changed. Sit down, sir. You know, top of the மேலே கதிர் இருக்குல்ல, கதிருக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கு? லவுட்லா? There's rice, right? It's useful for us. கீழே இருக்கிறது பேரு hay. It's a waste for us. It's a waste for us. But who eats it? Look at the beauty of God. What is the waste for us is food for somebody. And the cow eats a lot of it and gives what? Milk அது கண்ணுக்குட்டிக்கு. What else it gives? Cow dung. நீ என்ன ஆங்கிலேயரா? தமிழ்ல சொல்லுப்பா. Shani. The Chennai people say, can all of you say Shani? Together? Ma'am, what's your favorite sweet? Ma'am, what's your favorite sweet?
I like gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun, madam likes. No, somebody loves this Shani like gulab jamun. Tell me who? Sorry? Farmers, I know, but there's a living being. Earthworms. The earthworms love to eat the Shani like gulab jamun. And their waste is called worm and compost, vermicompost. Right? And vermicompost is the cheapest natural fertilizer available in India. We put it back into the field and there are small eggs there. And their only job in the whole world is to dig holes. Edike? Shani, gulab jamun. As they dig holes, the soil becomes loose. When the soil becomes loose, the roots can penetrate faster. When the roots can penetrate faster, you'll have more yield. Right? Now, that is the core of India where nothing is done by human beings. It's all done by God and nature. Right? Now, there, if that girl was smiling, Shani, she said, yeah, and all that she said. You know, day after tomorrow, her mother is going to give masala dosa, which is nothing but Shani. Life is a beautiful cycle. So we don't have to do anything artificially and try to go and focus only on economical conditions. We are by nature designed in such a way, when you put one seed, 100 seed comes in a paddy. Right? For everybody's need we have, not for the greed. So please slow down. Let's follow our tradition. Let's follow our culture. Let's follow our compassion. Let's have empathy with all other people. That's my answer for that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. One more question, please.
One more question.
You have any question? See, I did not give her a good round of applause because towards the end I thought I'll give her a good round of applause. The way she carried about, and she empathy in the beginning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Namaskaram.
Shall I ask one question? Is it audible?
Yeah.
What's my doubt means India is a heavy populous country. How
Yeah.
we achieve this organic form?
Right.
Because
My simple answer is that, See, the organic farming, there are two things. One is the fertilizer, where a lot of chemicals are being used. The other one is the pesticides, right? So in 2028 in Vadhwa area in Punjab, one lady like her became a collector. She ran to Manmohan Singh and said, sir, a lot of people in Punjab are dying of cancer, right? The reason is these farmers, instead of putting only this much of pesticides to kill all the insects, they were putting so much of pesticides and went into your food chain, and as you ate food, you were getting cancer. When you do not put any chemicals, such kind of a farming is called organic farming. By putting pesticides, you kill the butterfly, you kill the minmini poochi, the firefly, and above all, you kill a very important insect called honeybee. Honeybee travels 30 kilometers a day and it does something very, very important called pollination. Pollination is where you get the mangoes, brinjal, whatever is the vegetable. Because they sit on a male flower and the honeybee goes and sits on a female flower, and only then you will have manga or mango. Right? So, that kind of a situation, the population's growth is there, and today we have food security. What is food security? We have enough food for the next 3 years. We have the atrocity to think now to be healthy. If I am going to continue eating all our food, which is non-organic, it's going to put a load on your hospitals, which means your country's economy's money or treasuries are going to drain by taking care of them only in the end. But I am saying take care of them in the beginning, where your intake will reduce your diseases. So, whatever is your population, if you people, youngsters, can bring in so much of innovation, our country will definitely face that situation and bring a new India, right? All of you agree? Ma'am, it's your job to give me a solution. Right now, we might not have a solution. You're young and you have so much hair, I'm a bald-headed fellow. Right?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so you have talked about agriculture. So my doubt is, can a plant grow when there is sufficient water, nutrients and minerals, soil? Can a plant grow there?
Yeah, the plant needs NPK is what they say.
So,
No, I say we can put Shani, right? Now, a lot of these insects are coming and taking away our food, right? Do you know we use neem oil? We take neem leaves, crush nicely, and mix it with water and spray on all the plants which is meant for us.
I have one more question.
Yes, no, I have not finished. Okay, you tell me the other doubt.
In moon, not only our scientists have discovered that water is available on moon.
On moon?
Yes,
Yeah.
which means there will be oxygen. Because when there is water, obviously hydrogen and oxygen will be there.
Do you know which country found that there is water in the moon? India.
So there is also soil and obviously some kind of nutrients will be there. So if we take a plant to moon by some possible ways, we will be able to plant it there?
No, I don't have an answer for that. I'm not Elon Musk or somebody who's a great scientist like MS Swaminathan. But I'm sure, you know, the human tendency is to survive, right? What is more important for you to understand today is one side is human survival, the other side is environment. If we kind of balance both and make sure we find solutions towards that. See, whether moon, say about 25 years ago, if I told, you know, somebody that, you know, there will be a Chandrayaan which is going to moon, will you all believe? But today it's happening. So if there are plants in moon after 20 years or 25 years, I would not be surprised the way it is galloping. You know, when I was young, if I have to give a lecture like this, I used to go to Connemara Library. Now I will come to Anna Library, ma'am. But I used to go there, take 10 books, write notes and come back here. But today, all I have to do is, before I start from home, I have to ask Google or ChatGPT or DeepSeek, right? You get all the answers. So what will happen in future, I really don't have a clue. I'm in fact stopped worrying about the future. I said the present is important. I'll be happy today and not worry about the future where we have. Fear is about the future, right? Angriness is about the past, right? We don't have control about that. The only control we have is today, this present moment, and every moment of that moment, if you're making it happy, you're always a happy man. Yeah.
Thank
Right,
you, sir.
The first question was that about the organic part. What did you say? The food security?
Yes, sir. About how can a plant grow?
Yeah, the plant today does not need soil. Are you aware of that? There's something called hydroponics.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
but it's very capital intensive. Our country is the biggest country in terms of irrigational agriculture. In the sense, the land which is available with irrigation in the world, who's got the highest land? Not China or America, India has got. The highest production of wheat is in India. The highest production of milk is in India. Second highest production of rice is in India. That's because we are able to take care of the population. And today, in 1 acre of land, we are able to get only about 22, 23 bags of 75 kilos each, whereas Americans are doing it at 145 bags a acre. Look at the opportunity we have. So we will kind of take care. We will have enough water. We will try to save the water. Today, the whole water, which is 210 centimeters of water, 90% of it is going to the sea. If we are able to hold it and kind of use it to the groundwater, then we will kind of have more water. So those are the ideas we can do, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions?
So, sir, you are a wonderful speaker.
Thank
so,
you.
I just want to know that how you struggled in your childhood to become.
How did I?
Struggled in your childhood. Basically, I want to know about your childhood story.
How did I? Once more, please.
How did you struggle to become a wonderful speaker, sir?
No. I think it's more because of the compassion, I guess. I studied in a school called Padma Sheshadri, and my principal's name is Mrs. YG Patsarthi. The first time she said, tomorrow you should talk about prayer. Okay, so I went to the stage and fumbled. She slapped me on the stage. Today it's not possible, okay? And the next day I spoke about the same prayer. Again I fumbled. She gave me the third chance. And third chance, 50% I was okay. That's how I was. More important is that I became very friendly to the students and I talked like the students, and probably that's the reason why it gave me a lot of confidence to understand you better. I am 59 years old. Life is a beautiful cycle, right? All of you agree life is a beautiful cycle? There's an amazing speaker by name Chitra Bhaskar, right? She said, at the age of 16, I went to my mother and said, my father is a hero. At the age of 22, oh, that man, eppa paathalum thittrarma. At the age of 28, ma ivla alaga irke andala poi eppadi ma kalyanam panikitta. At the age of 32, I have a son and a daughter, and I realized the difficulty of the father. Ma eppadi ma enna thanganar ivaru. Ivlo looty adichen nanu enna vida en paiyan innum looty adikirama. Today I am 59 years old. 10 days ago I went to my mother and said my father is a hero. Right? So can we give a good round of applause to all our fathers, please? So the connection there is that the speaking part is to understand from heart. If you're able to understand the children and understand the life cycle, I think the best way for you to become a great speaker is take a phone, record yourself. Okay? 3 things you can do. First one is, you see the recording without the sound. Then second, you switch off the thing, turn the phone the other side and listen to what you say. The fourth one is transcript. Whatever you have said, you have the transcript, new methods, and see the words. Everywhere the transcript will have this, ayyo, no, can you hear me? Remove all that and start speaking well. That's the best way for you to become a great speaker. Right? But before all that, listen to yourself in the mirror, and the day when you have confidence, go and speak on the mic. Don't worry that there are so many people here. Right? Okay? So, wish you all the best. Ma'am, you got my answer? Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for the wonderful question-answer session. And now it is time for felicitation. May I call upon the Chief Librarian and Information Officer of ACL, Dr. S. Kamakshi, to felicitate our speaker. May I call upon Ms. Neena Gayatri, ma'am, to join in.
And all the teachers, please.
I request all the teachers to come on stage.
Thank you, ma'am. So nice of you. Ma'am, you too. Come closer, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, now I call upon all the 4 children who had asked the questions to come on the stage. We would like to give a memento to each of them. As we conclude the program, now it is time for vote of thanks. It is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks for the event. I thank the Directorate of Public Libraries, Department of School Education, Anna Centenary Library, ACE Innovation, and all the wonderful audience, especially the students of Elite Matriculation Higher Secondary School who have come here to make this program a success. We thank our speaker who gave a wonderful talk. It was the most interactive session which I ever saw in TNtalk. He deserves a big round of applause. We thank the ACL team, the IT team, and each and every one of you for making this program a success. Thank you all. Now we'll have the national anthem. Let us stand for the national anthem. After the national anthem, we have the photo session of the speaker with the children. So let us stand for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे कागे तव जय कादा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Now it is time for the photo session. May I request our speaker, our Chief Librarian ma'am, Neena ma'am, and all the children to come onto the stage. Maybe we can have one particular class, then the next class and all that. Teachers, please make sure that everybody gets a chance. Okay, so let us have the girls first. All the girls, please come onto the stage. Okay. May we have the teachers too? You should come into the frame. So we have the next group of girls. Girls, you can go this way.